When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a special edition of the Make We Talk program this evening. Started a little bit early this evening. We're supposed to have with us the People's National Party caretaker for Westmoreland, Mr. Ian Hayles, will be on the phone with us this evening to speak about the water crisis in Negril. We're waiting on him to, for us to give him a call for him to come on, because there is a water crisis going on in Negril. So we have the People's National Party caretaker will join us momentarily. Mr. Ian Hayles is also the vice president of the People's National Party. We got a hold of the gentleman and he promised us that he will come on. So we are waiting for him to join us momentarily, for him to come on and speak to us about the crisis that Negril face. I tell you something, based on all what is going on, it is troubling that we have a serious water crisis facing our country, and in particular Negril. I have been told, I have not yet to confirm it, I hope and pray that when the goodly gentleman comes on, we can ask him some questions to see if what we're hearing is true. If what we're hearing is the truth. Because what we're hearing is that some water trucks in Negril are carrying water that is not sanitized. That truck is not sanitized to take the water to the people. So we are waiting on the goodly gentleman, Mr. Ian Hayles, to join us. We're going to give him a call for him to join us. About the water crisis that is being faced in Negril. And believe you me, people down there need water. People down there need water. Let me see if I can get sorry, my throat is tickling. If I can get the gentleman on the phone here with us this evening. He has been doing a great amount of work in the constituency doing. I was on his Facebook page earlier on today, and I see wherein he has been doing a bit of work down there. And based on what we're seeing, but you know something? How on earth can you have people getting water than some people not getting water? That don't look good. It do not look good. It do not smell good. It don't look good and it don't smell good. It don't look good and it don't smell good. And that is why sometimes we ask ourselves the question: does people want representation politics just for themselves? What kind of gentleman, Mr. Hayles, working hard to assist the people? Very hard. My God. Hold on a minute for me. We're gonna I hope you all are hearing me clearly. We're gonna see if we can get a hold of the gentleman now. Let me dial his number now and get a hold of him for us. Hold on for us, please. Yes. He's a caretaker for Western Westmoreland. The member of parliament for the area is Mr. Wilson. Hold on for us. We're still going to check if we can get through to the caretaker for the area. But in the meantime, I want to show you something that he's doing in the area to help even with the children in that area. The school in the area, he's been trying to help that school in the area to get some water. And it can't look good. It cannot look good, it don't smell good. How on earth can you have... I want to show you a video. I think you have seen this video before. Where Mr. Hayles is somewhere in St. James today, I think. And he made a video about the whole water system and where they have the whole water trucks throwing down. You know, we waste money in this country.
I'm on Bevan Avenue in Montego Bay at the NWC office in St. James. This is the graveyard for the billions of dollars that we have spent on buying these trucks.
Look there. Huh? And the people need water. Now government have to find money to be trucking water to the people. We haven't... I don't know what's going on with the gentleman, you know. I hope he comes on. I'm gonna try him again. If not, we pray and hope he does come on, because he was the one who called me and said in the next 15 minutes he's able to come on. Let me get a hold of him here. And he's now the caretaker for Western Westmoreland. He's the People's National Party vice president. And he's the caretaker for Western Westmoreland. Let's see if we can get a hold of the gentleman here. Not getting through to him at all. Wow. We pray and hope we do get through to him. Can you try back again for me? I have to try my number. Okay. We're going to see what we can do to get a hold of the gentleman to come on. Because we need to know what is going on to help the people of Negril, the people of Western Westmoreland. who is in need of water, the precious commodity that people are in need of. Huh? The precious commodity that people are in need of. How on earth can we continue like this? Every year is the same thing over and over and over again. And all you can hear that it seems as if every year they find a way to spend public resources willy-nilly. They find a way to spend public resources willy-nilly. That is what I would say. They find a way to spend public resources willy-nilly. Because every year is the same thing over and over, where you have no water in the pipes. People are suffering. People are asking to get water. And all you can hear, some places can and some places will. We're living some serious times in this country, you know. Some serious times in this country. Serious times. Very serious times in this country. Very serious times. How on earth can you have a country well renowned as the land of wood and water, and our people don't have no water? Our people have no water? No water whatsoever? And yet we're talking about a 2030 vision to live, work, and raise family. To live, work, and raise family. And our people still have no water. Yet hotels along the 7 Mile beach in Negril have water. Yet other places where you have some top-notch people have water. Derek, we all know that part of Jamaica is so dry. What I am saying, and we must face the facts. And whether you want to believe it, yes or no, if any other party was in power, thought the same thing. They have not done enough to alleviate the water problem that we face in our country. Every year at this time, they know that there's a drought. Do something about the drought. In other words, make sure that we have some water in reserve to serve the people. And Jamaica have to be in a no drought. Jamaica have been in a water crisis, you know. You go around Jamaica, the amount of, as I said before, the amount of waterfalls around this country. The amount of waterfalls around this country is unbelievable. So we don't have to be in any crisis in this country when it comes down to water. We don't have to. If they put everything in place to make sure that Jamaica have water, spend some money. They love to borrow some money and pump into distributing water to the people. A school should never be out of water. And I speak from Negril Point to Morin Point, not only Westmoreland alone. Some schools do not have to be out of water. If government put their priorities straight, we can't continue like this as a people, though. We cannot. We cannot continue as a people like this. Let me see if I can get A video clip that I wanted to show. Oh Lord, apparently I can't show this thing here. I don't know what's going on. But I want to show this video here. Let me go back, come out of this. Figure out something here. Okay. Go into this. Let's pray and hope we can get this video to show. Because the people need to see. The people that need to know what is really going on. And if we continue like this over and over and over again, it makes no sense for us. Not one single sense for us. To come on here every day and speak about, boy, there's a drought and we can't know about the drought, I agree. We can't do nothing about the drought. I agree we can't do nothing about it. But at least there's something to help the people. Do something to help the people. Every year at this time, we spend millions and millions of taxpayers' money. Millions of dollars of taxpayers' money to truck water. And when you check it out, some of the water truck belongs to the people in politics, the people in the Parliament of Jamaica. Makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. And we must sit down and don't say nothing because what? It don't affect us. Because it don't affect us and because it's not our party in power, we must speak about what is going on in the country. No, come on, people. No. No. We have to speak about what is going on. You know what it's like not to have water in your pipe for a couple of days. You need to cook, you need to wash your clothes, you need to take a bath. And you have no water at all. You know what it feels? It feels absolutely bad. It don't feel good. You come over to spend your JLP propaganda, you know. So I come over for do. Come over to spread your JLP propaganda. You don't think about Jamaica. Tell me about no because there's money, no one kind of damn stupidness. What about it? Come over here to talk about what is going on. You tell me about there is money this and there is money that. You can never one day come over here and say, you know what is true? What you're saying is true. My party need to do this and my party need to do that. I only think about it in the party. On the party. People get up in the mornings. You talking, tell me something now. Since you love to talk about what your party is doing. This.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're currently at the Westland Mountain tank. The tank is 100% full and the overflow is flowing out. And none of the water is running to the community. And the question is being asked now by everybody, including the new regional manager. Why isn't the water being coming out of the tank and going into the community? And that is a question that he's asking himself and trying to answer. But as we have it now, the tank is full to capacity and the overflowing is flowing. And the $10 billion question, why is the water locked off from the community? So ladies and gentlemen, that is what we are here to solve. Because obviously
Why is the water locked off from the community? Tell us tonight. Since you love to talk about your parties doing this and young man, there's money now in the kitty, and young man, there's money in this, and young man, there's money in that. Huh? A thing as water. A thing as water. A commodity as water. There's no water in the pipes. Why take them so long? They have been in power from 2016. And Jamaica have a water crisis way before they came into power. Way before they came into power. But this government is in power now. Every year there's a water and there's a drought crisis in this country. Do something about it before the next year come. Start put things in place. They love to borrow money from the Chinese. Pump some money into water distribution in Jamaica. People who lives in St. Elizabeth have no water. And that they consider St. Elizabeth as a breadbasket parish of Jamaica. Yet they have no water. No water whatsoever. Not one single drop. Good question, Sue. Some of these trucks are owned by private companies, and some are owned, I get to understand, by some people who is in the Parliament of Jamaica. Very few is owned by the water truck, by the NWC. Very few. Very few is owned by the NWC. Very few. Very few is owned by the NWC. And yet you're talking about people with their nonsense. You have some people who owns water truck, and because the government know, and that is why I'm saying to you, there has to be something going on. Why every single year, they know there's a drought going on in the country, and every year, Deputy Mayor. Hello, Deputy Mayor. How you doing, sir?
Right here.
I want to find out something from you. What's going? How are you on the water distribution?
I need to I was Tavares. I'm not too bad, man. I'm on the road.
I know you're on the road, but tell me something. You have any idea if everybody getting water down there now, Deputy Mayor?
Well, some people getting water.
What about
guy in Negril Western show me that he getting water now and again, you know.
So what about your constituency? What about your area?
Well, we have problems here in Sam Lamar. Like places like Grotto, Charlie, and places down 12th Street and all them places complaining about water. See me.
So
you understand that them? And you're on the news that them selling 5 million to the parish fund, so they don't reach us yet.
5 million to do what?
Don't reach us as yet.
5 million to do what, Deputy Mayor?
To truck water. Not truck enough water.
Oh, to truck some water. But Deputy Mayor...
5 million, 5 million is.
Yes.
That's what the Prime Minister announced with them.
Yeah, yeah, Deputy Mayor, but I get to understand...
So that broke up, you know.
Oh, Deputy Mayor, hold on for me before I make you go. I get to understand that there are some trucks down in that area delivering water, and some of those trucks are cesspool trucks and all kind of something. Are you aware of that?
I couldn't speak on that, I hear the argument going on, but I don't have any proof. I don't see the argument. You know, so I don't have any proof of it, so you can listen. You know, I'm not in Negril here.
Yes.
That's I understand it's in Negril, so I don't know, you know.
Okay, but
I don't hear the argument saying like going around that something like that going on. I don't have any proof, and evidence.
Okay. So Deputy Mayor, you get to understand that there's water going on in Negril too.
I played the truck.
Repeat what you said, Deputy Mayor. I didn't hear you.
I have a friend in Western near a place near me yard.
Yes, I know me yard.
I have a friend run by Western Road near me yard.
Yes.
A place run by Western Negril.
Yes, I know. Go ahead.
I came here, I think was I get Monday or Tuesday. So I can get the water and the pipe again, you know.
Okay. Okay. So Deputy Mayor.
I don't know.
So Deputy Mayor. Deputy Mayor, let me ask you something. You're saying that in your area in Savlamore, we're not getting any waters yet.
The people in Charlene, they're suffering from water. You know. Charlene got to 7 acres. People are suffering from water problem.
Mm.
And people, and I know the council down in Savlamore, Miss Chan complained to that meeting, but yesterday about water problems, see me down in the area there.
I'm trying to get the deputy. I'm trying to get the
So,
Mr. Oh, sorry, Mr. Hayles calling me. I can call you back. Hello, Mr. Hayles. Good evening to you, sir.
Yeah, man. What's the latest we can start? Have you advertised it already that I'm coming on?
Yeah, but you're live right now.
All right.
Yeah,
All right then. All right.
Because you told me to call back in 15 minutes.
Come on, yeah.
Yes.
I reached home a little bit later. I was on the road. Okay.
I have with me my listeners and viewers, the caretaker for Westmoreland, where I am from, Mr. Ian Hayles, and also he's the VP for the People's National Party. Mr. Hayles, welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you. Welcome. And then I thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for that.
What is going on in Negril in Westmoreland, sir, where there's no water? What is going on? I see a video circulating on social media with you talking about drums in one man yard, 5 drum in a one man yard, and that kind of something, sir. Talk to me, sir.
Well, let me tell you what's going on with the water. Africa is a land of wood and water, and
yes,
we have the water.
Hello?
You hear me?
Yes, sir. Stay with
we have. Yeah, so it's not that we don't have the water in Westmoreland. We have the water, but I think what has been happening. I think what has been happening in Negril and around. We're faced with a drought right now as we speak. So in facing with a drought, the government provided water tanks first of all, and the funds for the trucking of water. Now, what is happening is that the trucking of water is taking place. There's no accountability, 1. And 2 is the drums that the government sent to be handed out to each household. Some persons are getting 5 and 6, which is unfair when the majority don't even have 1.
My God.
So I had to speak to that a couple of days ago, which it was disappointing for me because, you know, as we all know, rain or fall upon one man house top, and you try to help everybody as best as you can. But outside of that, there's a chronic water crisis in Negril. And the government has made an announcement that they're running 32 kilometers of pipeline from Rowan River into Negril. But at the end of the day, that will only be a band-aid.
Hold on for me, Mr. Hayles. You're breaking up, sir.
As long as you have more hotels being built. All right, you want to call me back in 5 minutes? Let me just start out my Wi-Fi and call you back in 5 minutes.
Please, sir.
Okay.
Appreciate it. We are going to get back in contact with Mr. Ian Hayles. He is the caretaker, the People's National Party caretaker for Westmoreland. He is the caretaker for Westmoreland, Mr. Ian Hayles. We're going to see if we can get him back. He said he's having a problem with his internet. Let me take this off of here now. See, I was speaking to the deputy mayor at the same time. My phone rang with Mr. Hayles, but it apparently that we're having some problem there with his internet, not mine. So we're going to see if we can get him to come back on. He's going to call us back. we're faced with some crisis in this country. Yes, there's a water crisis, but I believe if we have put in things in place to supply our people with water, we wouldn't have this problem all along, But we don't put anything in place to supply our people with water. And I think this is what Mr. Ian Hayles is speaking about. Let me go back to that video here. If I can get back this video. He's speaking about a video. I think this is the video he's speaking about.
Ian Hayles here, PNP Caretaker, next Member of Parliament for Western Westmoreland. I don't like to come on here and discuss things that are disturbing, but sometimes it is so wrong that you have to discuss it. And you have to cry shame on it. So, I want to have a talk with the JLP councillors and the JLP Member of Parliament. I want to have a conversation with them. You see the water tanks that the JLP government giving to give out? Stop giving one person 5. Uno stop it. Uno stop it. It's not right. If you look in this one person yard, they have 2 hook up already. And uno still give him 5. Uno do it.
Yes. I have back the Caretaker for Western Westmoreland. Mr. Hayles, go ahead, sir. Hello?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. We're live on air now. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, as I'm saying to you, look, the problems that we face in Negril is a chronic problem now because we have drought and there's a water crisis. And I was saying to you, as long as you have all of these new developments that are coming on stream, whether it is commercial, residential, or from the tourism standpoint, you have to put in the infrastructure first.
Mm-hmm.
So before the Labour Party took over 8 years ago, all of the infrastructure, documentation, all of the assessments were done for them to just come in and to put in everything for the people of Westmoreland.
Yes.
But the people of Westmoreland, I don't want to say it's because how they have voted, that's why they are being punished. But the long-term plans in terms of developing Negril, I don't think the government takes it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the tourism dollar, Negril provides the majority of tourism dollar in terms of foreign exchange earned for the country of Jamaica.
Yes.
And the sad thing is, it is on average every tourist that comes to Negril uses 400 gallons of water every single day. Yet the residents and the Jamaicans that live in Negril can't get it for use at all. And it's unfair.
Mm. It's a shame and disgrace, Mr. Hayes, because are you aware of a tank up in Westland Mountain?
Yes, I'm aware of the tank up in Westland Mountain, but look,
yes, sir.
Because there is millions and millions of dollars put forward now for the trucking of water, rest assured that Westland Mountain and other tanks in the Negril surrounding community, the catchment tanks, they won't be working until all of these funds are exhausted that government has sent down to truck water. Because trucking of water have taken priority over putting water in the pipes. And, it's sad to see that when you hear now, it is the citizens of Negril who are searching for water instead of the NWC. It is the citizens of Negril who are going around searching for broken pipes instead of the NWC. Something is totally wrong. And to put the icing on the cake,
mm-hmm.
They had a meeting last week with the Minister of Water, Matthew Samoda.
Yes.
He flew down on a helicopter. He didn't even have the respect to drive to Negril to meet with the citizens and to have consultation. He had consultation with a few, but to have consultation and to go to the citizens of Negril and say, look, we understand what you're going through. Here is the solution. He didn't even get to that before he had to go back on the helicopter to go to Kingston or wherever he was going. None can run, sir.
I get to understand also, Sir Hayles, that the senator came down there and he meet with the mayor and the deputy mayor and even the councillor.
No, because let me tell you something. Because of, I think, the pattern of Westmoreland voting pattern,
Yes.
the level of resources that Westmoreland ought to have gotten or to get, the people of Westmoreland don't get it. And it's a crying shame. The tourists get it. The tourists get it because the hotels, it's since 2015, it's the first the hotels have run into this crisis in terms of water.
Yes.
But every tourist on an average every single day uses 400 gallons of water. And in I would say in 30% of the homes in Negril, they don't even have a gallon of water. And it is wrong.
So tell me something now. Based on all of that, Mr. Hayles, I know you're not a member of parliament yet, sir. But have you demanded a meeting from Minister Matthew Samuda?
Look, I don't have any office. I'm not elected to any office to
I know.
demand such a meeting. And in the Westminster model which we have here,
Yes.
I mean, even if I do, I know they won't grant it. So my lobbying or my cry or my lobbying efforts and to expose the whole thing is to go directly to the public and to the country.
Yes.
And hopefully from that, they will recognize that the citizenry of Negril demands better representation, one. And two, they demand some things back from government: infrastructure, road, water, light, and a crime-free environment. That's what they demand, along with jobs.
Yes. Let us drift away from the water for a while, Mr. Hayles. When it comes down to the crime in Westmoreland, in Western Westmoreland, in particular Negril area, how is it down there? Because the last time I heard there's a crime crisis going on down there at one point.
Well, we do have crime, but look at it this way. And it's surprising to me. You don't have training centers in Negril where you can train up, you can bring in heart. Because if you can't give everybody a job, you can certify everybody in terms of who can be a plumber, carpenter. But there's nobody forward thinking and say, hey, look, let's put up a few community centers in Negril, bring in heart to train some young people. And even if we can't absorb them in the job market here in Jamaica, let's send them overseas.
Yes.
So outside of that, the majority of citizens work within the tourism industry, but the tourism industry can only absorb but so much.
True.
And it's not every day in Negril we get a new hotel, mega hotel built in Negril. It's not every day. So somebody has to be forward thinking now and say, hey, look, let's bring in heart. Because at times, I tell you, the Canadian government has oftentimes come to Jamaica and said, give us some plumbers, give us some carpenter, give us some truck driver. If you were forward thinking, all of those training would have been done under heart, and you can export job outside. So funds can come back in to take care of the family.
True.
And that in itself would end up cutting the level of crime that we have in Negril. It would. Because idle hands, when you have idle hands, they're going to find idle things to do.
So true, sir. So let me ask this question also, Sir Hayles. When it comes on to the crime, it is there, yes. When it comes on to developing Negril, because I get to understand that in front of the Hayles supermarket, you and I come from Negril end. Because you have right in front of the Hayles supermarket, they used to call it Old Wharf. You remember that name? Yes. I get to understand that the road end up digging away of some northwest today. Did they come?
I just want to, no, not as yet. But I just want to bring up one more thing in terms of crime.
Go ahead, sir.
5 years ago, 10 years ago, at the Negril police station, you had around approximately 120 to 130 police officers. When crime is increasing, the government has reduced the police numbers in Negril. It's below 50% as we speak.
Wow.
It's below 50%. So you don't have the foot patrol anymore to that level where it was effective in Negril. You don't have that level of effectiveness anymore. So if you don't have the police, crime will increase. So the numbers at the station have fallen by some 50%. And until you can deal with that, and deal with employment and deal with training, we're going to continue to have this problem of crime.
So do you know why?
But
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. So go ahead, sir. Sorry.
But in terms, look, and this is what I can't understand. The area in front of Hayles there, we had some bad weather. I'd say probably around 2 months ago.
Yes.
And the road has been there in a deplorable condition for over the last 2 months. And they say to you, you know what, it has to go through procurement, it has to this, it has to that. And let me tell you this, every minister in Jamaica who has taken that oath in Jamaica can sign any project and make it a project of emergency if it is of national interest or if it bears value on a community. So the minister never have to wait for no procurement or this or that, you know. Didn't have to do that. He could sign an act of emergency and it could be fixed months ago. But it's just the level of respect or disrespect that Westmoreland, the parish of Westmoreland, is now faced with. And don't get me wrong, you know. You have parish who have elected a bencher as member of parliament who do some work.
Yes.
This one, I think, more or less is learning on the job what he can pick up. But you have to be proactive. You have to be proactive. You can't be reactive to everything. You have to be proactive.
Yes, sir.
And the level of proactiveness is not taking place as we speak. And it hurts me, and I'm passionate about it.
You know, Mr. Hayles, I grew up in Negril, sir. And you know my family and some of my family members too, in a sense. And the way how I see Negril is now, I never dream that Negril would be where Negril is now because of the way how this party, this government, has neglected Negril. And you have some people come and say, Mr. Tavares, you're chatting nonsense. Don't do that. I will talk it because I don't care. I don't pay taxes to my mouth when I speak sometime, you know. Negril go ahead, sir.
No, Negril is too important to Jamaica. That's one. And two is, let me say something to you. I am not going to sit here and be a hypocrite and say, as a member of the People's National Party, we couldn't have done more. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that. We could have done more.
Yes.
But you know one thing, we'll just as how we leave the economy after they mashed up the economy, I will leave an excellent economy that they can build upon in 2016. We have done the same thing with almost all the ministries of government, Ministry of Water, Ministry of Tourism. We have done all of that. You can't look at the people of Jamaica. The rich is getting richer in Jamaica, you know.
Yes.
And the poor is getting poorer. So let me go fool myself. There's probably 2 or 3 Jamaicas as I speak, you know, if not 4 or 5.
My God.
And any government that is worth their salt has to create an environment, a safety net to protect the poor and the vulnerable amongst us.
Yes.
It has to create you look in Negril. When you look at where the crime is coming from, is the areas that are neglected by government. Whitehall and couple areas around it. It's the areas that government neglects.
So tell me something now, Mr. Hayles. In all of this, what has the member of parliament, because I tried to call him, not answering his phone from me.
Well, he's not answering his phone. He won't answer his phone for anybody. But look, you know, I feel sorry for the guy. He's in over his head. He's in over his head. I mean, you have the Tourism Enhancement Fund fixing roads in Negril and doing a couple other things.
Yes.
And the level of proactiveness that he's supposed to take, he's not taking. And even when I brought to the attention of the country yesterday that if you're going to give out water tanks, Don't put 30 or 40 at one man house and allow him to sell some and then allow a couple people. No, man. Put the tanks at a government agency, social development corporation, the parish council. Let people go and sign and pick it up so it can be transparent and the level of accountability can always be there and can stand up to scrutiny.
But I remember back in the days, Mr. Hayles, when anything want to be given away by government, it go to the constituency office or let's say the NWC or somewhere there. And then they're the one along with the MP go around and or the caretaker go around and distribute it. So how is it gone to one person's home?
Well, that's a question I can't answer. I can only highlight it, and I'm highlighting another area tomorrow where one person gets 7.
I beg your pardon?
So to every time, tomorrow, I'm releasing a video tomorrow where one person more gets 7. Because it has to stop. It have to stop. When you see some people bringing pot, barrel, plastic barrel and all them things to their gate to get a little water, and you're going to give one man 5 or 7, something is definitely wrong.
What happened to the... this is what I don't understand. In the 1990s, they built the Lago treatment plant. Remind me if I'm correct or not correct, you can correct me on that, Mr. Hayles. And the build the Lago treatment water plant. How is it that Rolling River is down there in Westmoreland? Is it that the successful government, Mr. Hayles, haven't done enough to alleviate the water problem in Jamaica or to distribute the water to the people of this country, sir?
Well, let me explain something to you. The Lago treatment plant,
yes, sir,
at its height can only give Negril 5 to 6 million gallons of water every single day. When I was Minister of State in Water, I ran a pipeline from Great River to Lucy at a cost of $1.2 billion to free up Lago to give Negril and surrounding communities all the way to West End water.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what has happened. We put what do it say? You put the cart before the horse.
Yes.
We approve all of these new development, commercial spaces, hotel, and all of these things, and we haven't put in new capacity to ensure that we have the water, we have the road, we have the electricity, we have all of these things, the protection of the environment. We didn't do all of that due diligence before we grant all of these approvals. So what has happened is everybody upstream is good in terms of the bigger hotel, and everybody downstream is bad in terms of the small hotel, and West End can't get no water. What we need to do to give the people of Westmoreland water, and we leave the plan there 15 years ago. You're going to continue to get your 4-5 million gallons of water every day from Lagwood. You're going to run the pipe from Rowan River, you're going to connect it to Lagwood, and you're going to connect it to Bulstrode. But the Cabarita River can give you up to 15 million gallons of water every single day, because the Rowan River on its back end, is connected to the Cabarita River.
Oh.
So if you tie all 4 of those in, you get over 30 million gallons extra water every single day, and that is good for future development and for everybody in Negril and in Westmoreland now. That's what you need to do.
My God in heaven.
Because look, if it's not a supply and demand sort of thing going on now, Bulstrode have excess water as we speak right now. But Bulstrode is not connected. They're independent. All pumping treatment plants in Jamaica, all 200 plus of them, are independently connected. All of them. So it's not like, say, all right, I have water over here, so I'm going to move the water from point A to point B to solve the problem that point B is having. And under the next People's National Party administration government, that's the first thing I'm going to do. Ensure that all of them are interconnected. Everybody connect up with each other.
Yes.
So we can move water around. We can shift water around and deal with supply and demand finally in this country. Because you look, A lot of people don't know that St. Elizabeth have the most water in Jamaica. But yet, the number one parish that suffer from drought and the lack of water is St. Elizabeth.
You know, I'm glad that you're from St. Elizabeth because my wife is from St. Elizabeth. And she was telling me about a tank that was built back in the 1970s or 80s. And when Danny Buck was in power, Danny Buck did some upgradement on it. And for some unknown reason, that tank up there now, full of water, still not giving the people of St. Elizabeth any water at all.
But you see, look, I tell you this much. We as a Jamaican people, we have to demand more of government. We have to demand more. We have to demand that we ensure that we see our tax dollars are spent. We have to demand that if there's any politics within the NWC, which is a state agency, you remove it so that Jamaicans can get water. But you have to finally have people who are forward thinking and who can execute at the highest level for the national interest and for the national good. That's what's needed.
Indeed.
And I know Mark Golden, as the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, will offer such leadership. And as a new team that is coming in with him, we understand most of the problems in this country. And yes, we're going to roll up our sleeves and we're going to solve a lot of them.
Because it needs to be solved, sir. It can't continue like this.
And it has,
Mr. Hayles, I know maybe I don't have enough time here with you, but I have to ask you this question before you go, sir. In what is going on in the Parliament of Jamaica, sir? Have you ever seen this happen before? Where opposition leaders given his budget presentation and a prime minister walk out on the people of this country, sir?
Well, I don't know how the government can walk out on the government, you know. So, I don't know, you know, the government is the government and the government walk out on the government.
My God.
I have never seen or heard that in the history of this country, but it goes back to respect and it goes back to the low trust environment that we have in this country as we speak right now. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. And I always get up and say, you know what, tomorrow can be a better day. And we as a people, we will overcome and we can get things done for the next generation. And we leave it and we pass it on as a better place than we came and saw it. Because we are custodian of this country.
You know, Mr. Hayles, when I look at what is going on in my country from overseas and I read the news and everything, and I come on my platform day after day, night after night. And I remember the days when you used to run up and down in Negril and you walk the 7 Mile beach, free of everything.
Yeah.
You remember back in the hippie days, sir, when I used to come down to Negril and pitch tent in people's yard?
Yeah, man, those were the good old days.
Oh, Lord. And they go up to Orange Hill and they go to Sensimina and they get a draw and they come back down high as a kite.
Yep.
Or they go around to West End and get some of the you know, that cake there that you always hear about, that cake?
I'll give you a perfect example of what we face in Negril.
Yes, sir.
There's a hotel as we speak right now that is being sold in the West End for $1.2 million. A hotel with probably 23 or 25 room hotel, you know, 1.2 million. A half an acre, I think it's either a quarter acre or a half an acre of land on the beach road. On the beach road now, you know.
Yes.
Is being sold for 1.2 million.
What?
You see where the West End has gone to now, right? A hotel with 25 or 26 room on the West End is being sold for 1.2 million. And a piece of property on the beach road, which is I think a half an acre or 3/4 acre, is being sold for the same 1.2 million. The West End has become a graveyard of sort.
A ghost town.
It needs improvement. A ghost town. It needs improvement. It needs the government to step in. If the Tourism Enhancement Fund is supposed to help any community as we speak, the West End is supposed to be a priority.
Yes,
It
because
is.
yes.
Because history teaches us that in Negril, in terms of the tourism development and the product itself, everything started in Negril. Everything started in Negril, and the people of Negril deserve better. And even the hoteliers on the West End, they deserve better.
You know something, Mr. Hayles, and I know you can speak to this too. What other people don't realize, that the West End and the beach road of Negril is Negril people who born and grow in Negril, develop tourism in Jamaica, It started from Negril.
As Charlie, you're right, as Charlie said, from a little cottage in Negril.
There you go. They are the one, and when you have the tigress that was owned by Papa Lawrence.
Yeah.
When you go around there, you hardly see anything about tigress anymore because of what? The all-inclusive took over everything.
And I tell you this much, if this government, under the Tourism Enhancement Fund, if they don't provide interest-free loans to refurbish to the small people who built Negril and built the West End, they're a dying breed to come because they're selling out. And it's time the government step in and help these people. Let them refurbish, retrofit, help them, give them a new start, give them a push start. Because they deserve the attention of their government now, because they were there building an industry for their government before this.
And you and I know that the beach property is expensive property, For a person be selling for $1 million.
Yep.
1 million US on the beach property, on the 7 mile strip. No, man. Negril is the Negril you and I know, Mr. Hayles.
No, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that at some point and I'm hopeful. Look, I was in Hanover for 13 years as the MP.
Yes.
And when I went to Hanover, 52% had potable water in their pipe. When I leave, it was 83%. Majority of roads in Hanover, they had 42% good road. When I leave, it was over 80%. In terms of developing the tourism product, I've done everything in terms of ensuring that could happen. I've sent kids to university. I've had more nurses and doctors than anyone else. So, but for me, every day I drive through Westmoreland, I always ask the Lord, when you're going to send me back to the parish of my birth to serve.
Yes.
And I am hopeful that come next year, the people of Western Westmoreland will give me that opportunity to serve them. And it would be a pleasure in serving them, to be proactive and finally deal with some of the outstanding issues that is holding back Negril and Western Westmoreland.
Tell me something now. As I'm going to let you go because I know you're a very busy person.
Yeah.
Tell me something now, Sir Hayles. What if the People's National Party should gain state power tomorrow morning, sir? What would be your first thing as member of parliament? Would you say to the new elected Prime Minister Mark Jefferson Golden about Negril, sir? What would you say to him to do for Negril right now?
It would be two things. It would be a couple of things. But the first thing is, I'm the shadow spokesperson for water now, the shadow minister for water. And if you so see in me the level of service that I've put in as a minister of state before to so appoint me as minister of water, it would be on day one to sign an emergency act to run the pipeline from Rowan River into the Carburetor, into Logwood, and ensure that we have 30 million gallons of water for every citizen in Westmoreland. That's number one. Number two is under the Tourism Enhancement Fund to make available, set aside $1 billion for tourism interests in Negril, who have toiled in the industry for 50, 60 years and is now faced with closure or to sell, to provide interest-free loans so that they can retrofit and rebuild so that they can compete with the larger conglomerates which are coming into Negril. And third, allow me to build 4 community centers so I can start training young people to export them to do what we can't absorb here in Jamaica, to put them in Canada and the United States to be professional certified Jamaicans so that they can send back and they can help their family here in Jamaica. Those are the 3 things. And fourth, create an environment where you can give kids scholarship, because oftentimes, you see a lot of kids with 15, 16 subjects and their hand middle has become the job that they go to every day in terms of crushing ganja. You want to take some of those out of Negril and send them to university so that they can contribute to society and Negril and Western Westmoreland in a positive way. Those are the 4 or 5 things I'll do on day 1.
Somebody just sent me a message about to ask you about the trucks that is in Westmoreland. We get to understand that there's trucks in Westmoreland that is they to carry pieces, but they're distributing water. Is that true?
Let's put it this way. You have a couple trucks down here. The Ministry of Health is supposed to approve them and certify them. You have cesspool truck from majority of trucks that's in Negril now, trucking water, is not from Westmoreland. Majority of them is from Kingston and St. Catherine. And I don't want to go through and say who are the owners of this truck on here. At a later, my investigation is not complete as yet.
Yes.
But it will be complete pretty soon, and I plan on exposing everybody that has played a role.
I pray and hope when you're going to expose and you come on this program, sir.
Yes, sir. Have a good night, my brother, and I thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, good.
Caretaker for Western Westmoreland, Mr. Ian Hayles. Thank you for coming on, sir.
Thank you. Okay, good.
Don't be a stranger now.
Okay.
All right, sir. Thanks very much. My God, you hear everything there from the former member of Parliament for Hanover, now caretaker for Western Westmoreland, Mr. Ian Hayles, speaking to us about the water crisis in Negril, the security crisis in Negril, and the crisis at the west end of Negril. West End Negril, where you go down to Rick's Cafe to watch the beautiful sunset. Majority of the hotels on the West End Strip is not hotels anymore. Because government, and I dare to say successful government, has neglected the people of Negril who develop the tourism sector in this country. And for those who don't want to believe, Negril started tourism in Jamaica. Back in the days when the hippies, I wanted to ask Mr. Hayles about when they're going to power, if they plan to legalize the good old sensimania. The United States, somebody in the United States has legalized it. Why is it that we can't legalize it in our country? Why is it we can't legalize it in our country? Negril has become a place where governments don't give a flying kahuna about Negril. But we must remember that back in the days, I was talking about back in the days that the hippies, when the hippies first come to Jamaica, they came to Negril. And why they came to Negril is because of the good old smelling thing there, the good old sensimania. And now the people of Orange Hill, Mount Airy, and other places in Negril, if they want to grow the good old herb, they have to have a license. And the license may cost all $500,000 US. And you have some people in the parliament where the son was granted to export ganja from Canada. They do not know how they never get their hand dirty yet to plant the good old weed back in the days. They have to do something for Negril, though. They have to do something for Negril. Negril can't continue like this. something need to be done for Negril. I am trying my never best, Jackie. I need to get in contact with my other good friend too. I'm trying to get someone like Mr. Ralston Hyman to come on my program to explain the budget. We're working on that, and hopefully we can get through with that. Because we need to. We need to get them to come and explain the budget to us. But in the meantime, you hear what Mr. Hayles said a while ago? That what they could do is tie one river, get the pipeline into the mouth of a river, and tie it to the other mouth of a river until tie it to the Lago treatment plant. And how many millions of gallons of water will flow to Negril, the entire Westmoreland. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the Make program.
Yeah, good night, Dr. Tavares.
Good night to you, sir.
Congratulations, sir.
On what?
I see you get somebody from the political to speak on the water crisis in Negril.
Yes, sir.
I'm so pleased, sir. I'm the person who did talk to you on Monday about it.
Oh, yes.
Get somebody MP and the
yes.
Right, sir. I'm so pleased. The gun that furthermore, you know the problem why water charges going to come on every year in Jamaica?
Apparently so, sir. It have been
right. When those dam they build in Hanover, how much hotel was in Hanover and Negril? In Westmoreland.
In the 1990s, sir?
Yes, sir.
I can't remember, but I know it's in the 1990s they built them.
All right. Since it's in those hotel bill and it's same water carried, you know that number is double or triple now? The rooms?
Yes.
So if you have something where what bill to serve 5 hotel, right? And 500,000 citizens, and you build a hotel now, we have 500 rooms and 1 million citizens. You don't think you want a problem going under pressure?
You're so correct, sir.
We just build and do the proper survey to know how much people going to come into hotel, how much water are going to take, how much the citizens them increase. And you build. There's no in America you see you see a hotel or a subdivision bill and you say extend the water pipe carrier. If we have a 4-inch, when that scheme come on, they expand those water carrier pipe to 6-inch. Right? The road them get wider. Right? The drain get bigger.
I tell you something. I tell you something.
Yeah.
I tell you something. I keep on saying that I don't think people who are in power have any vision for this country. You know? I don't think people who are in power, when they get in there, they think about 3-4 years down the line. You know.
And think about the people.
And they don't think about the people. What they do, they think about now, and that's it, and think about themselves.
That's it.
They haven't done. All right, look here. Look at the Negril Bridge. It has been there from Wapi Kill Philip.
Yeah.
And they haven't done anything about the Negril Bridge. They're gonna wait until the Negril Bridge collapses one of these days, you know.
Yeah.
And to show you, I tell you something again. When you see a minister of water, Senator Matthew Samuda, can jump on whether a JDF helicopter or a private helicopter, we don't know. But jump on a helicopter and flew to Negril just to go and meet with the Negril Chamber of Commerce. The shakers and movers of Negril to meet with. But when I come on to the representation of the caretaker, the mayor, and the councillors, Mr. Matthew Samuda don't see it fit to meet with those people. Let's just show you the level of respect they have for the people of this country, sir, and the people of Western Westmoreland.
Well, I'm close to 71.
Yes.
And I study the philosophy of the JP party from Bustamante days until now.
Mm-hmm.
Is the elite, they believe in the elite to trickle down wealth. And no third world country can run so. You have to build the middle class that do all the employment and the Negrils and those things. You have to build them. You can't do anything and ignore the people that want to take a bus or ride bicycle and take donkey go to work. You can't ignore them.
Mm.
You have to think about them. So every time that you put in a hotel or something, just want to expand the road.
Well, they don't do it, sir.
If you are too late, you put in 3 late. Come up, you won't come, the trap people won't come. The next thing on the ganja thing, right? I did write the article one time when the PNP was giving he was in prison for ganja, take it off of there for ganja smoking. I did write something one time and say nobody who don't have a family that go to prison for ganja should get any contract to be a ganja farmer. Nobody who don't have a family that don't go to prison for a charge of smoking ganja and plant ganja should never get a ganja contract in Jamaica.
Who said that to you?
I write it in an article one time.
Okay. Okay then.
Right? I was a part of some people who was talking when I bring it up. Everybody look for me. I'm saying, you know what I mean? I said, I have to go to prison for ganja and their family destroy them. I'm going to give people now who got the high school and the film people. Some of them people right send as a judge or lawyer send my family to prison, other people from the prison for a script. And they don't want to get contract. I even said to them, all right, if we don't give them contract, since we know the people that innocent, clear them charge of ganja, right? Those people family, there's a percentage from the ganja licensees should go to those family, right?
Well,
because it's those people.
We're not going to see that happening at all, sir. So,
Anyway.
Anyway.
You know what happened then, sir? You're going to have people taking people ganja and people and that ganja when the license pass, you have a bigger revolution in Jamaica.
The license pass already, sir, and some people can't get the money to buy the license to do it, sir. Anyway.
That's what I tell you. Entirely legalize it, you can be a revolution in Jamaica. Me I tell you, because a lot of people know that they get kicked and beat up from police and go to prison. Now when some take it so easy, still is a pang, a ching, a thing, can get like and flame family burn down and chop down.
Yes. Well,
right?
Let us see when that happens, so what we can do and what we can do to alleviate some of the problems that we're facing in the country.
I'm proud of you, sir.
Thank you.
For the work you're doing with this water. I'm very proud of you. You don't see it as a 1 day, 9 day wonder.
No,
you see that as a people problem.
I don't believe in 9 day wonder at all. I will continue to speak about it, sir.
Right?
The issues.
Yes, sir. And you must carve out somebody from PMJP can talk now.
Them not coming
out. Right, this man talk. Well, you just do your work you have to do, sir. You do what you have to do.
They don't they don't believe to come on my program or Rattigan program or any other program. They may go to other people, but they will not come on this program.
You know why?
Mm.
Because you going to ask them question which you don't want to answer.
Hmm.
Right? Because they can't talk truth now.
Hmm.
A man like you know your history, you know your facts. So when they come to you and there's something, you will say, no, son, no. Right?
Hmm.
Like I asked Mr. Hayles, you were in Hanover, what is your plan and what you have done and things. And he tell you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he admit, say, about the hotel thing,
Yes.
right? Right? He admit that they don't work, never done in giving license for this hotel with the water.
Mm-hmm.
He admit it, right?
Yes, sir. All right then.
Yeah, so have a great day, night, sir, and congratulations. Thank you again for talking the voice of the poor people of Jamaica.
Thank you very much for calling in, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. I just want to say thanks to everybody. The numbers to call, maybe I'm going to take some more calls. It is now 8:43. It is 7:43 in Jamaica. I know you all having water issue. I see we're in some water is being trucked to people now. But based on what Mr. Hayes is saying to us, that he's investigating some stuff that is going on, some hanky panky that is going on down in Westmoreland, in Western Westmoreland, pertaining to water trucks. Because we're getting it up here, you know. We're hearing news that some water truck, some trucks that is down there, come down from Kingston, that is supposed to carry sewage. It is being used to truck water in Negril. What kind of nastiness is this? It is also brought to my attention that you have some water trucks down there going to the rivers and filling up their thing with river water and selling it to all $40,000 and $50,000 a gallon, a truck. Those truck drivers don't realize it's the only Jamaican people that are treating that way. Want to believe? Want to believe it's another country they're going to? And it begs to ask the question, as what Mr. Hayles was saying to us, that the breadbasket parish of St. Elizabeth shouldn't be out of water. And that's why I keep on saying to you all, you know, that the two parties in this country hasn't served the people when they come on to distributing water. They have not served the people of Jamaica well when they come on to distributing water to the people of this country. They have not. They have not. And I think it's full time for them to do something about the water distribution in this country. The idea that Mr. Hayles gave to us a while ago is a good idea. To connect Rolling River and another place to the Lago treatment plant. And I must ask Matty Samuda, did you flew over the water reservoir, the water place in Mount Airy? Did you? To see that there's a big water tank up there. And the water flowing over, wasting. While the people have no water. This is the country that is called the land of wood and water. Yet they are selling waters to other parts of the world. Yet the people who come to Jamaica to visit Jamaica in the hotels in this country have they have water, but the Jamaican people have no water in their pipes. Suppose the Jamaican people should come together and put up a billboard in the heart of Manhattan and say, we the Jamaican people are asking for water from our government. How would Andrew Holness feel? Huh? If the Negril people should put up a sign in the heart of New York City, in Europe, and all over the place, that when you come to Negril, the hotels have water, but the residents of Negril have no water. The government don't give the people or the residents no water, but the hotels have water. How would the Minister of Tourism feel if they should drive around and see a sign like that? Or if the Jamaican people should come together and pay for advertisement and CNN? Huh? The country is well renowned around the globe as a land of wood and water. We have no water in our pipes. It also brought to my attention most of the cruise ships get water from the piers, not the dock. Yet the people of St. Anne's have no water. The Prime Minister of Jamaica promised the people of Clarkstown that he'll make them into Silicon Valley, yet they don't have no water. May God help us all in this country. And when you speak about the problem facing this country of ours, you hear that you're trying to bring down the country. You don't live in Jamaica. How dare you talk about Jamaica? You don't live in Jamaica. How dare you speak about the government? It don't affect you. It don't affect you. I would love for somebody from South Manchester to give me a call. Is South Manchester the constituency of Michael Phillips? Or is it the constituency of Rhoda Crawford? Can somebody from South Manchester call me? The number I'm putting up is also a WhatsApp number, you know. It's not you can call straight, but it's also a WhatsApp number. It won't cost you a thing to give me a call. Somebody from South Manchester, give me a call now. You must know, Derek. You are also judge, jury, and executioner, so you should know. You're not getting me in any trouble. Somebody from South Manchester, give me a call now. I want to know what is going on down here with the water system. I need to give Michael Phillips a call, you know. I know Mr. Phillips watch my program sometimes. I need to give him a call to find out what is going on in his constituency. I want to know. Give me a call, man. The number is on the phone there, on the screen. Give me a call and stop writing in the chat room. Since you want to talk about it. Hello, good afternoon. Good night, sorry. Good night. Welcome to the Make We Talk program.
Good night, Jerry. Where you want to go to Manchester now?
We want to know about Manchester?
South Manchester. South
Yes,
Manchester.
tell me what is going on down there.
Which part down there, Mr. Jerry? Me live back, me come from Cloud. Me have people at Cloud.
No, but you can't talk. You're the one who called and talk about Manchester a while ago. You know?
No, Jerry, not me.
Oh.
Not me, Jerry. East
My
Kingston,
name
this.
Jerry. This is not Jerry Small. This is Jeffrey. Jeffrey, not Jerry.
Jeffrey. Excuse me.
You love Jerry?
I love all of you. I love
Oh.
the whole of you.
Uncle Jerry, good night to you wherever you are, my good friend.
Yeah, Bongo Jerry.
Yes.
Historian Bongo Jerry.
Mhm.
All right. Jeffrey,
Yes, ma'am.
South Manchester.
Mhm.
Every year in, year out, we have water crisis in our South Manchester. And it's not pretty when the time is dry. When we say dry till it oxy.
Mm.
Dry till it oxy. If rain not fall in the tank them, We don't have no water otherwise than
But
that.
you know something, ma'am? You know something?
Mm,
You know, so I don't blame the political parties of this country. I blame we the people. Because
exactly.
because we don't vote for infrastructure. We don't vote for water. We don't
We
vote for
don't
proper
vote on
security.
performance.
We don't vote on
We don't
performance. We don't vote for
we don't
security.
vote for
We don't vote for
hold them
education.
accountable.
We don't hold them accountable for nothing. All we
No,
vote for is
we
our
just vote for
party.
party and a plate of curry goat and a box of KFC and a beer and some $5,000 up in a t-shirt and you're good. That is the thing, Jerry. We
Why
don't
you
vote for
look
planning
like
for
you
the
love
next
Jerry, sir?
future. Jeffrey, that is the thing, Jeffrey. We don't vote, we don't go for planning for tomorrow. We don't go for planning for the next 5 years. We don't go for planning for the next 10 years. We don't go for planning for the children that is the generation that is coming behind us. No, we don't. Because we go to look here, man, if I can get a $5,000 in a t-shirt or in a shirt and a beer and some curry goat and white rice and whatever, KFC and whatever. Good. Jerry South Manchester ever have water problem. The parish tank them, if rain don't fall, you do not get no water in the parish tank them. And the people who build tank in their yard or nowadays is the black tank, the black rhino tanks.
Well, they kill half the people
And
then.
when it right, and when it dry, you have to go down when you go near down to going to Alligator Pond. There's a well there that they have pipe and you get some water there. But otherwise than that, nope,
Hmm.
no.
My God,
So
I stretch my
Plowden,
hand to thee, O Lord.
I know South Manchester, especially Plowden. My mom is from Plowden, and I tell her, year in, year out, we suffer. We suffer when it comes to water. Cause you could have a tank in your yard or your bill, and when the rain fall, it catch. And when the dry weather on, you have to share water with your neighbor. Neighbor come from way over there, so you have to give him all 3-4 pan of water. You know, you can't keep it for yourself. So water crisis bother everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hey.
when you don't have no rainwater, you have to buy water. Then go simply down alligator and they go catch it and come sell you. And if you have to buy it. God, Jeremy, that me, I'm tired.
All right, my dear. Thanks for calling in.
All right, Jerry, you take care. Jeffrey,
All
take
right, bye
care.
bye. You know, let me make something clear on this program here. And that is why this country of ours will not be better. People like Derek, let me call his name, Derek. Can't you see beyond what the good gentleman who came on, you claim that he did? You say it's in the newspaper. I don't care about it. What I care about is what he's trying to do now to see that the people of Westmoreland get water. It's none of my business whosoever did anything. The discussion this evening is about how to help the people of Jamaica get water. But because you have water in your pipe, and because your party can give you 40 tank upon your house, you can't see beyond nothing. You can't see where the discussion is. All you see is where whatever happened in Hanover. I don't care. None of my business. Can somebody from St. Elizabeth call me and tell what is going on with the water system in St. Elizabeth? Miss Carol, you come from St. Elizabeth, give me a call. You calling anybody in your family, Miss Carol? You find out having the water down there? 954-529-8030. Good night to you, Miss Carol. How are you doing? Give me a call and find out if your people that have water in St. Elizabeth. You see, if we put plans in place in this country and implement the plans that we put in place, our people wouldn't be having water crisis in this country. You know? You see? Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to know when I go live. Like, share, and subscribe. So, how you doing? Give me a call, no Carol, and stop them about no water in St. Elizabeth. We want to know and ask you some more questions about Senti. But you know, we need to figure out and talk to ourselves what we are voting for. Because we can't continue voting, and that is why successful government do nothing to alleviate Jamaica's water problem. They do nothing to distribute the water properly in our country. They keep on putting a band-aid on the issue. And a band-aid cannot fix the issue. A quick fix band-aid cannot fix Jamaica's water issue. The entire country shouldn't be fighting for water tonight. I showed something on this program here already, where a lady literally bawling for water. She crying for water. She want water. While Mr. Holness and his wife is up in their Beverly Hills home with water here, water there, water all over the place. Remember when the late Roger Clark said, I think they can take a phone and call each other, hello, hello, hello. He has water pouring from all over the place. He has water pouring from all over the place. You know? And for us to continue like this in this country, then something is wrong. We need to wake up. Lord of mercy, this thing is frozen now. we do apologize for the break in transmission. For some unknown reason, everything was just frozen up. Everything just freeze up. I don't know why. We do apologize for this. We do apologize to our viewers and listeners because the radio station went dead also. We do apologize for this. My. We do apologize about this. We're talking about the water problem that Negril face. And it don't look good. Don't look good. Somebody say I should tell the internet chop off, then chop it off. Maybe somebody's trying to chop me. You know? Maybe somebody, because I talk about them, they're trying to chop the whole system down. But they can't go do that. God run things, not them. Hey, freedom. Free man rather. How you doing? Wow. We're speaking about the water crisis that Westmoreland face. And we had earlier on the caretaker for Westmoreland. He was just on, Mr. Ian Hayles. He came on to speak to us about the plans that he has for Negril and what is going on with the water that Westmoreland face. A water crisis. A water crisis is faced in Westmoreland. I matter of fact, in the entire Westmoreland. It is faced in Hanover. It is faced in St. Elizabeth, the Breadbasket Parish. And how much $1 million being told by deputy mayor is being sent down to the parish council in Westmoreland by the government. Yet the Minister of Water, Mr. Matty Samuda, didn't see it fit to sit and speak to the deputy mayor, the mayor, and the councillor for the Negril area. What he see it fit was to flew down in either a JDF helicopter or a private helicopter and sit and talk to the people of the Vumvavon and the Vumvavin. He didn't speak to the people. Didn't have a town hall meeting with the people of Negril and say to them, listen to me. We're working in the interest of you. We're trying to endeavor best to make sure that you all get water in your pipes. But when election time come around, Matthew Samuda and Mr. Holness travel the hills and valley till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, talking what they can do for you, what they can do for you. Promise the people. You must not promise the people of Negril, Manhattan, because he promised the people of Clarkstown in St. Anne's or Trelawney, wherever it is, that I shall make this area Silicon Valley. And he promised somewhere else again, make that area into a town. Where's my good friend, man? Only my good friend can call me and tell me this, Miss P, where are you? He promised the people them. When election time come around, they walk hills and valley to always over in the morning. But of course, Mr. Matthew Samuda couldn't sit down and speak to the people. I say you love your Labour Party, Derek. Remember your friend said this, You're a good friend. I can play this video here. Are you a good friend saying, not me? Your good friend said this, Derek, it's your friend who said this. Listen to this.
I've always said to people, do not trust the words of politicians. I've always said to people, do not trust the words of politicians. I've always said to people, do not trust the words of politicians. I've always said to people, do not trust the words of politicians.
Derek, your friend said that. So how you believe your friend Prime Minister when he talking to the Parliament about water? You believe him? And your good friend Derek, your good friend, the Minister of Misinformation. is the one who said this. You're a good friend. I don't care who you are. I'm a supporter of Jamaica, not a supporter of any political party. And no party not help Jamaica. No party not helping this country. So you know, come to me about you're a supporter of whosoever. Wow. We're having a good time this evening. Very good time. Mr. Hayles was with us and he spoke about what he wants to do. Oh Lord, hold on there. What is this? He spoke to us about what he wants to do to develop Negril. And you know, we hope that he will really get in to develop Negril. We really hope so. We really hope that he can get in to develop Negril because Negril need help.
I've always said to people, do not trust the words of politicians.
You hear that, Derek?
I've always said to people, do not trust the words of politicians.
No, my sister Derek, are your friend? You know your good friend Derek? It's him who said it, you know. You're a good friend. We're going to take a little quick break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Now we're going to no picnic. It bring back too much memories. I know all the parents make that miss you so much, and I wonder if you have a problem I have with the picnic them. Because the morning time when I stand in my schoolyard there, so I miss the parents come drop off them picnic me, I wonder if them have violence a yard. Miss the picnic pass me with suitcase. Good morning, sir. Mr. Then where this I wanna go. I don't know if the government really understand what they're doing, but I believe that the Ministry of Education don't have a clue what them are do. In primary school when we grew up, our teachers used to murder we. We're not born in a luxury now, we don't have rights. The rights so we did have a football when we were at school. So now, things and time change. I remember my primary school teacher in grade 3 give me a lick across my back every now and then me feel it. For one silly reason, you know, primary school teachers used to get extra lunch on Fridays. And when they come in the class, nigga write his kick in and then drop asleep. Them always put a maths on the board when nobody in the class don't know. And send you up one by one to go work it out. And if you make no mistake, you get a slap. Now that particular day, she put LCM on the board. And send me up there to go work it out. When me go, me get it wrong. And she hit me. 1 month ago before school break, my nephew come home from school. Me said the minister no know what them a do. The boy you do homework and me pass and people in a book. Mathematics. And me look at the instruction. Find the LCM for the following. Me say lock up a book. If it lasts for so long and then can't find it, you're not going to find it. Shut it up, shut it up. And I am a very outspoken person, you see. And I remember when I hit primary school in grade 1, the teacher round me out so me not have no manners. Me just outspoken. Now we know that a teacher go to college for 5 or 4 years go study and come back to teach we. We know so them know everything. So the first day I was in my class, grade 1, the teacher run me out. She go college and come back know everything. She go up to the board and write a word on it. And then she turn around and of all the person in the class and me, she pine pan. I say, boy, what is this word? Me say, if you go college and don't know what me, I go know. So she run me out so me not have no manners. And then I believe now, say, teaching is good thing, so me say me going to get into it. And right now I'm a teacher, and I'm the kindest teacher in Jamaica. Was. Anytime I go to school those days, me not pass any of my students. As long as I have space, I pick them up. I cut it out. I don't care one more in there. One evening I was going through the gate, heavy rain coming down. I saw 5 students standing there. Me know them I go wait up. So me with me kind self stop. Me say 4 of you come. All 5 of them come inside. I say I cannot carry all 5 of you. Somebody will have to go. Nobody move them sit down, same way for feed them vehicle. Me say somebody have to go. Nobody move them sit same way. I say, you know what? The ugliest person, please leave. Nobody move them sit down same way. More than the little girl on the front touch me. I say, then who I go drive?
Welcome back to the Make We Talk program right here on the Jeffrey Tavares Make We Talk YouTube channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Our topic this evening is water. Earlier on, we have the, Mr. Ian Hayles, the caretaker for Westmoreland. And believe you me, I saw some. This is what Mr. Hayles sent out to us. 2 of this. This is
Ian Hayles here, PNP caretaker, next member of parliament for Westmoreland. I don't like to come on here and discuss things that are disturbing, but sometimes it is so wrong that you have to discuss it. And you have to cry shame on it. So, I want to have a talk with the JLP councillors and the JLP member of parliament. I want to have a conversation with them. You see the water tanks that the JLP government given to give out? Stop giving one person 5. Uno stop it. Uno stop it. It's not right. If you look in this one person yard, they have 2 hook up already. I uno still give him 5. Uno don't even pick 5 labor right, extra labor right to give one. And pick 5 extra labor right for them get 1 each. Uno give one person extra 5. And the people them are selling it. It's a damn shame. This person have 2 in them yard hook up already. And uno give him an extra 5. Sat that the whole yard full. And him sell some of them. And I go and call on the government, you know. I go and call on the government. If you not go and give out the water tank them, don't send it to people yard for them give it out. Don't send those that are connected to you. This person yard had 35 in it up to Saturday. I sell it, I sell it. I want the money. We are going through a crisis. One heart there. Uno could have picked 5 labor right and give one each. Count on and give the PNP as I said before. But no worry. 1 more year. Time come. Time soon come. Soon come.
It's a disgrace. Caller, welcome to the program.
Welcome, Jeffrey. Good night. Good night to all people in the chat room.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
Mr. Ian Hayes was on the program earlier on talking about the water crisis in Westmoreland and indeed the entire Jamaica.
Yeah, the water is low. But that not say when people not have water in the tap. But up a Brownstone, it go come. Me here say, little water from last night to this morning to be no if it gone. To this evening. But it go and it comes, so you have to prepare for catch it. Jamaica land of food and water. And if them put in a mechanism, everybody will have water. Even the sea water in some place, it can filter and use for domestic use.
Yes, they filter it.
And
some countries.
Yes, if you filter.
Hold on.
You're right.
Some countries filter the seawater and make it into fresh water.
You're right.
But
you're not going to drink it. But you can use for domestic purposes. And when it comes to Westmoreland and Hanover, to me, it's a sabotage because they never win the election. How can one man have so much tank in a yard? Are you not running water? You don't know water.
And
And if I lie, me not.
is a JLP man too, you know?
And if, yeah, man. I feel see one where other people somebody. I think one. I believe if I'm one demonstration in a go on down there and in harder police feel like up somebody. Remember find him. It's alleged. Me no want to see him anyway. But what may I say? I will believe right there and see where I go on. Oh, you want to so much jump in the air in a crisis. And the next thing to Jeffrey, as far as to what me see happen, the charter the water it benefit enough people because the water truck them around hard. And when the government or the parliamentarian or the council send water, they send to special people. But thank the Lord, me a water in my tank.
But I get to understand, say, yeah, some trucks from Kingston gone to Westmoreland that carries SIHT.
Hey. From Kingston gone to Westmoreland?
They carried water in the cesspool truck them.
Almighty God of Jesus. Well, let me tell you something. As I say, I don't put nothing past this administration led by Andrew Wallace. Nothing. Until he show me something positive. Nothing. And as I talk about that, Jeffrey, more you do our research for me and everybody else. More if you can find when Mr. Michael Manley pass.
When
more you showing, yeah, you know when he died, man. No, but more you show the funeral and the viewing of his body compared to when Mr. Siaga did the viewing of his body.
Mr. Siaga, hello. I don't care who I'm vexed this evening, you know. But in my heart of heart, Mr. Siaga was never in that casket.
And that me say too. For a long time, me tell my people, say that the casket, and to a soldier, them a lift up like a paper. Me say, me want say, me know say me in there, but me want you sure the younger people and when Manley did, all the country, all the people of Jamaica react to Mr. Manley's passing compared to when Siaga did, how they react to Siaga's passing. Okay? Right.
All right then, my darling.
Yeah. You want a crisis, water soon come, but what the people she say everything these people do is a political gain. If they not no political gain, forget nothing for you. I used to live on a place in an old Albany Island family.
Yeah.
And Mr. Warmington constituency. And I can tell you, Mr. Warmington, no one mistake in take and come in and somebody and talk to him about something. But I think about your road for grade down the road. It's a little local road where people live on a main road. Mr. Warmington tell Pinky say, him not chat to shit, him floor shit. See like that. When the people marks him about the road or something. Once you're not aligned to the JLP, nothing for you. Nothing.
My God.
Nothing for you. Nothing. You have to be aligned somewhere and somehow. And I was watching Nestor Morgan.
You mean you mean Jamaica's world class information minister?
No, let me give you a name. He name the most honorable bug life, Joe Stinker. That I name from me. Yes, bug life, Joe Stinker. No, after that man, have a sue forget for I get a sue for Ratigan for being disrespectful to people.
But me get to understand. Hold on, my darling. Me get to understand. Say,
yeah.
And the minister alone getting lawsuit, you know. I get to understand.
Everybody forget it.
Hold on. I get to understand that there's some people on social media who love to chop. And one by the name of Keisha Mack. Me get to understand that they lawsuit, you know. Because they have Keisha Mack real name.
Okay.
So
but I see me tell you, Tory, I come to more, brother. It just take time, we just need patience.
Mm-hmm.
Just patience. And all steady Jamaica, all steady. Everything I come. Tory, I come to bomb. But with next time I got with disrespectful self. No, I believe Miss Curtis in a parliament before that boy left school.
That boy, hello.
Miss Curtis.
That boy, that whatever. The minister could be Miss Curtis' son.
Being very disrespectful. I can't talk, like I said, Dilek Wall is enough. Apologize now, Andrew.
No.
Where then get film thing from?
Because they are so arrogant, ma'am. That is the same way the same minister of the world class, Minister of Information, Mr. Nestor Morgan, went on a radio station in Jamaica, Roots FM, and disrespected Ambassador Curtis Ward to the highest. But Ambassador Curtis Ward is a fake ambassador. He's Jamaica's worst minister of information. He's the worst minister of information that the country have ever seen.
He is the minister of inflammation. That means he's full of corruption and posts. Inflammation. Yeah. Too disrespectful to people, and people are over like that's something normal. Yeah. But one thing where me not see say, me still like them now a follow. And they better open their eye. Everything and everybody where Andrew Wallace touch always get Radam at the night. Radam, is that the new speaker? Where says the new clerk?
Mm-hmm.
Because if I was even the deputy clerk, what happened to Miss Curtis? Me resign too. Nobody couldn't give me. Because what good for goose, good for gander. And lady, let me tell you something. You see, when them are going to pinch you, it's a hard time for Miss Curtis. Because everybody knows say, well, I don't align with them. To overthrow the woman and force him to resign before time. We know say she never stay there.
Force her to retire before time.
Yes. She was going to retire. And she have to retire when her time come, but she never ready. Never.
But what I not understand, and this is what I don't understand with the people of this country. You must retire at 65. How old is Mrs. Warmington and
Mike Henry?
Mike Henry and Edmund Bartlett and Edmund Bartlett and
165.
Who is 165?
165 and still going.
Who?
Still a collect a monthly salary. And a teacher.
Who's 165?
A teacher.
Hold on, no man. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Who's 165?
Mike Henry.
Is 165 years old?
Yeah. And still a parliament as member of parliament. And a teacher who works so hard after resign at 65. Even if they reach 65 and feel little strength, they must send them home. A policeman who skipped 2 gunshots, they must send him home. And every other civil servant. But parliament tear and fit and tell him away pampas. They two sit up in the parliament. No. The next thing again. We have so much young people. Well, they're too poor people because they hold them by the good or not. So we are discriminate them. Because one day we don't know if we are going to live with that age. But after a certain time, this is warm, rest. I enjoy your money. That's why I'm read PJ. PJ come up before you tell we pampas. Right. What's the time up in there? You must forget. A generic nurse. You can't walk back at them. Look how this country wicked. Look how this country, look how Andrew is corrupt. We have thousands or say hundreds of young people at left university
Jesus.
and college. Now, me hear say Anderson are going to be minister. Is alleged. Is either going to be ambassador or going to be minister of security. No. And Owen Ellington, I got one of that place. What do young people them? Them the whole tired greyback man. They can't get the yard, they don't get as much. They don't get as much. No, look where Mr. Anderson take the Jamaica constabulary force and do it.
And he left it
Including everything that is bad.
And he leave it
And
gone.
finally, the people say, come out. Hey, you're pushing back somewhere again, brother.
Well, I don't know. Hold on there. I don't know if he's gonna become the next Minister of National Security. I don't know if he's gonna be appointed to become some ambassador somewhere like how they appointed Rocky Mead. Because Rocky Mead is the ambassador of Plentiful, you know.
No, Jesus. No, what? Dalios, you remember when you used to play Dalios? Jamaica Parliament really got to Dalios, you know. But them they all back grey back man of God here and Lego young people with young mind. Eh? Lego young me I don't want to cook dirty work when me a plan New York. I say, no, sir. Me now make sure the catch me still have this dirty work here. All those things be. And they still in the one to the young people them.
You see, they love the power, you know. They love so much power till if they go sit down, you know.
God.
You know, they love to
them all dead fast.
Yes.
But the young man will say young people time. I pay all greyback people here are stuck in every corner. Everyone I pay all greyback people and they don't have no credibility. Therefore, these things serious enough. Yes. Because if me have pen to clean, Google girl I couldn't clean it. Because he can't tell me what happened to you if you have no blow. I can't talk, you don't know what I say.
If the who?
Google girl is the most disgracefulest commissioner of police Jamaica ever see. He don't know nothing about police, he don't know nothing. In America got talk foolishness. Miss Kitty asked him, say, as the commissioner of police, Jamaica has become 60 or your feel. He said in a way in Commissioner Act. And when you're back again, he said bless. In bless, you know. Not the country bless, you know. In bless. In bless to be here. Finian taxpayer money if you do nothing. But in the right still, I'm blessed. I don't have blessed person could have get $20 million per year if you do nothing. One propose like a 66. Every time in talk in two government and Jamaica and I boss. Right? Every time he open his mouth, the Prime Minister got foreign him not care the Minister of Security. He care the Commissioner of Police. Listen, find the tape and go listen when you say up there.
I have the tape with me. I must search for it.
Sometimes for me just no know, but one thing me know, my faith strong in God, and me know God not sleep, him a go relief we.
Yes.
Mr. Shreby say him a go move the council them for the committee and change up in thing. I feel that down their ball like a greenwood in a fire. When them a burn with fire, put the greenwood in there, I send down their ball. Right.
Who
don't want no much apartment. Who want no much apartment in get. Better. Yeah.
Who does that crying?
Feather.
Who named Feather?
Then William, after them calling,
After they call
the
it?
girls get paid. Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord. Why they call him Feder?
Why I couldn't I tell you, but so then calling, tell it.
But listen to me. I said it over and over again, you know. I don't think the new mayor should have started anything until he go do a forensic audit into the books done by the KCFC. The
The thing
KCFC.
not gonna do.
Yes.
The thing not gonna do. So what he's doing, he must tidy up the place to get out all of the plate them to pick up the dirty one them and the clean one and the one when I use.
I feel it
So I'm
about.
gonna run the audit. So I'm gonna take them off of the committee car. When in the committee, they can hide paper like Mrs. Wallace when no one fling out the paper them. So I'm gonna shuffle them up. And that's why you win card back.
And
You have to shuffle the deck.
so that is why Feder crying.
My cry like how you put green wood in the fire.
In the name of Jesus.
Mm-hmm. And it's that constitution and to move them is a political this and a political that and a political group. So we no matter a political war. Move them, Mr. Swaby. Move them.
Mm.
Move them, Swaby. Move them. To make a quick clean up. That we start somewhere.
Mm-mm. But don't
Mr. Morgan,
don't it look
go
bad
ahead.
though? Don't it look bad though? That the corruption in our country is so rampant, so blatant, as if nobody don't care about what is going on.
As it is norm.
My God.
Yeah, and hear the PSOJ and the coach, and hear the umbrella of churches and the coach, hear the civil society people and the coach because they all of them in a pocket.
I've
All of them in a pocket.
I've always said to you, that, and I will not apologize for what I'm saying. The umbrella group of churches, the Jamaica Council of Churches, and all of them is a bunch of hypocrites. They're in the back pocket of politicians.
Of course, nothing here them I say nothing. And my find strange. Police personnel, you have 99.9% of police personnel are good people, man and woman. But you have some where do some foolishness and some unforgivable things. Like all the one we see video put the youth on it and on it. As a prime minister, and as a minister of security, church, PSOJ, me not hear no one come out and say it is wrong, it is barbaric, it should not happen. No make it happen again. And call up at it. Not even the prime minister no come out. Me see police box innocent man all over. It come back video. I say nothing. Me when Portia seems up there. Portia would have come out and lick out. Nothing just come like a normal to you. Can one human being wicked, sir? Can one human being wicked, sir? My God and Christ. Not to the people. You only tell you hear the prime minister talk to the people. And when election on the car. Not more.
When election the car, when do again?
In promise Silicon Valley, Clarkstone. Me can't come. Me not hear nothing. Me not hear nothing about what you market. Because me die see fix up in the come out and start along there. The country just come.
Don't tell me
But
something now. Tell me something now. The prime minister didn't drink something that night.
He drink something every night. All right, don't anywhere in there so much of junk and he can't face the heat.
You are telling me, say, this man, in the wee hours at 2:30 in the morning, go promise the people at Silicon, go promise the people at Clarkstone that he can make Clarkstone to Silicon Valley? Dear God.
And that me sure you say, Jeffrey, the law in this country is is when a person, ordinary Jamaican, make a party, police go there, go lock off for certain hours as come to them. But the Prime Minister can go at 2 o'clock at night and ring bell and disturb people at their house.
Yep.
And the police don't know nothing about it. The police come again and say we have too much gang in our country. And my God, the biggest gang in Jamaica is Andrew Wellness led. Paul and remember them. Them is the biggest notorious gang. And the police don't see that to lock him up. Them don't see that to lock him up.
I know something. If you visit the Town and Country Act of Jamaica, it's clearly stated that after 2 o'clock, you must not have a loudspeaker no time at all. Nowhere.
Okay.
And the police, along with the Commissioner of Police, and the Superintendent of Police, allow the Jamaican Prime Minister and nobody brave enough to go to him and say, sir, you have breached the Town and Country Act. We're going to lock you up.
You're mad?
Because the law, hold on there for me, ma'am. The laws of Jamaica goes to Andrew Holness too. The laws of Jamaica not only go to the Jamaican people who live below Crossroad. The laws of Jamaica is for the Prime Minister of this country too. And for him at 2:30 in the morning, rolling up and down campaigning. And this is what he did. Breach the Town and Country Act. But if a normal Jamaican citizen decide to have a little gerry, run a Miss Matty house, and have loudspeaker, they lock it down. This country, see, if we don't wake up in this country, I heard a lady call me today and say martial law coming and is not lie. The Prime Minister of Jamaica believes that he's above the law in this country. The Prime Minister of Jamaica breached the Town and Country Act of this country. And nobody says anything to do about it. Country of ours. Caller, I tell you. We need to wake up in this country.
It's not normal. 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 But for few we, Jamaica is a God-fearing country. And I know people like myself and others. We are knocked up a heaven there. We are bad at God hard. And he see and he hear we cry. And he might go answer we, because good over evil. Good over evil. And as the Bible say, I think the Bible say, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle
than a rich man.
Than a rich man in the kingdom of God. So make them do all what they can do. Time and good road. Time. God not sleep, you know. Them are going to get PS card to where they work be. And Mrs. Wallace, you, when you talk disrespectful to people, you take it out of parliament where people used to look up to. Turning out one shit house. It's soon turn age, home of ages.
You mean golden age home?
Golden age home.
So hold on a My belly, Father God.
Young man time, young people time. I look at parliament. And I let them little idiot one them which say they young and idiot. I follow you. If you say jump, they say oh I. Oh, me could have served somebody and see I do bad things. And I can't say to you say, Mama, sir, this not right. Me have to bow to what you say. Me not born in that country there. Me born in Jamaica. Me born in Jamaica. Me not born where people I feel succumb to people. To people. No, sir. Everything not that good.
No, stay good, metal. I want you to just give
You
your
know, thank you.
give your Jamaican people the final words before we close off.
Yeah, well, my Jamaican people, women abroad, just let we continue hold on to God. Let us pray because it's not pretty. Let us pray and pray solemnly that God will just quinty eye because Andrew is an infantile thief. Them must go down. Prayer movement, you know, prayer and faith. Please just have faith. Do all the good you can. To all the people you can, just as long as you can. The struggle is real, but the hotter the battle, and the sweeter the victory. And as we always say, to God be the glory. God not left me.
Oh no.
God not left me.
No.
So, no, God not left
You will
me.
never leave us nor forsake us at
all. The Prime Minister go to St. Catherine, but me not think, they me learn him the pledge. If he me learn him the pledge, he wouldn't do opposite.
Hold on.
Our national pledge.
Hold on. Where is the Prime Minister go?
St. Catherine I.
And what happened?
And they never make a mistake. They never teach him the national pledge.
So what happened up there?
They teach him the pledge. As a Prime Minister, he would have done the pledge. And it go like this. Before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body. In the service of a fellow citizen, I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play a part in advancing the welfare of the whole, not the half, not the quarter, the whole WHO human race. Have a good night, Jeffrey.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much, Miss P, for calling in. Thank you so much. You have a good night too.
Yes, sir.
All right, this is where we're going to say so long from here for tonight. Everybody heard the national pledge of this country. I don't have to repeat it at all. You know what the national pledge says, and all we have to do is stand up and do what the national pledge says. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe until you hear my voice again. May God bless you, and may God bless Jamaica land we love. May God continue to provide for the people of this country. Have a great night, everyone. Good evening.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk